It's nice to stay right here. Okay, we're in the middle of the holidays right now. Some of us are back to work like us, but after all that eating and spending time with your loved ones, you may be itching to get away.
Yep, joining us right now is our travel expert, Barry Choi, with some last-minute travel destinations to inspire you.
That's right.
So, what are we going to start with? Something a little close by.
Yeah, Bermuda, super close. People don't even realize it. You know, just 3-hour flight, multiple flights per week. Direct, which is what I love. But what people don't realize is...
Same time zone, too, which makes a difference.
1 hour time difference.
Oh, is it 1 hour time difference?
Yeah, they're 1 hour forward. I don't know if it had anything to do with daylight savings, but it's still, like, I went with my baby. She didn't even notice the 1 hour difference.
Yeah, 1 hour. You're not gonna
She had no
notice,
clue.
right? So
what I love about the island is that there's so much to do. There's so much coming up. So from January to March, it's a festival of performing arts. So a lot of international artists come and perform at different venues across the island. Now, in February, there's Spa Month. People don't realize, but Bermuda is like famous for spas.
Oh, I would like to go for Spa Month.
Yeah, they got these crystal caves where you can actually get a spa treatment in the cave itself, which I find fantastic. And, you know, there's one property called the Fairmont Southampton. People don't realize if you book any treatment, you get access to their jacuzzi and their pool all day long, too.
And there's the famous pink beaches.
Yeah, the pink sand beaches, you know, that property I was just talking about, they've actually got their own private beach. Here's funny, you talk about the beach. Horseshoe Bay is their most famous beach, right? It always gets packed, but if you walk 5 minutes east, you can actually get a beach to yourself. People don't realize that because it's always promoted, but if you ever end up going down there, walk a little bit east. Now, other things you want to check out, though, it's like adventure. Bermuda knows about snorkeling, diving, jet skis. You can take a Segway tour, right? But there's also a lot of history, what I like about it. You know, the historic town of St. George's was founded in the 1600s. It's a UNESCO heritage site. And then there's the cosmopolitan city of Hamilton. Lots of art museums and galleries. Exactly, right? So to me, people don't realize, like, it's not a place you go for all-inclusive. It's there you want to explore the island, enjoy the food. One thing I also found is, like, their lobsters don't have claws. They just have spine. I've never
Caribbean lobster.
Yeah, I've never seen a lobster. Someone told me, it's like, there's no claws.
But,
I was like, what do you mean there's no claws?
And this isn't like, it's not like a roasting hot place. This time of year, it's not cold. It's not cold, but it's like 22, 20 degrees, right?
I was there a few weeks ago, and as a tourist, like, to me, it's like hot. It's like high teens, and they're wearing their parkas.
It's just a nice break, beautiful
but they laugh. They know it's like, clearly you're not from here if you're wearing shorts right now.
And it is a beautiful, beautiful island. Somewhere else to go in North America. I think that this is a hidden gem, Barry.
Arizona, right? Everyone knows what Arizona's big attraction is, right?
Yeah, Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon, right? But people don't realize it's actually a great destination to go visit into winter. You know, there's fewer crowds, so that means if you're trying to book one of those iconic properties on site, easy to get a room. Now, if you're lucky, you might be able to see it with snow. People don't realize, like, what, Grand Canyon gets snow? It's Arizona. And I thought, no, it's further north. So you'll get snow, and that's light dusting. What's also fun is, obviously, you can do a self-guided tour, right? You can drive around. But you can also join a Jeep, bus, or a flight tour. You can literally hire a helicopter to take you around. Now, here's an interesting fact about Arizona. The Grand Canyon is actually celebrating its 100th anniversary as a state park. So that means a lot of celebrations in park and the surrounding communities, which I love. Now, obviously, Arizona's, you know, it's not just the Grand Canyon. There's so many things to do. You know, there's monuments and canyons like Antelope Canyon, Monument Valley. But the problem with those destinations is they're always booked in months in advance. So if you're trying to go last minute, you probably won't get a booking. So what you got to do is check out some of the lesser-known sites, such as Canyon de Chelly. Now, this canyon, right, has indigenous tribe ruins that dates back thousands of years. Like, to me, that's really cool. So there's all these different parks. You just got to do a little bit of research, and you realize Arizona has so much to offer.
And great for golf.
Yeah.
And
you know,
great for all
golf.
kinds of...
It's like, you know, we're talking about the north of you, but further down south of the state, you know, you get the warm weather. Obviously, the cities, Tucson, Phoenix, Scottsdale, great food, great art scenes. There's so many different things you can do in the state, right? And it's all a relatively short drive from each other.
Well, and great history to it, right? Because it's the Wild West. You know, that was one of the Wild West down there. So there's some great places to go visit that way. And just a fun drive by the sounds of it. The scenery is stunning down there.
Exactly. Once you get down there, you rent a car, drive up and down the stage. So much to explore, right?
Now, somewhere a bit more exotic.
Let's go to Europe.
This is what I love. If you're going to travel in winter, you might as well go big, right? It's just like, you know, I'm going to get out of here. I like Austria just because it's...
Because who wouldn't?
Yeah. It's like, again, there's direct flights from Toronto, and once you're on the ground, there's so many things to do. You know, the city of Vienna, which is what we're seeing right now, they're actually celebrating the 150th anniversary of state opera. Now, I'm not a big opera fan myself, but if you're in Vienna, it's something you got to do, right? And here's one quick little tip. Like, if you're willing to wait to the last minute and do standing room only, you can get cheap tickets. But in my opinion, you're almost better off, you know, book those tickets in advance because you don't want to.
Yeah,
exactly. You don't want to take a chance. Exactly. It's like that show you're waiting to see. It's like, you don't want to miss it, right?
And Vienna's constantly rated as one of the top cities in the world.
100%. You know, from a tourist standpoint and from a cost of living, residents love it there. Another fun thing I love is it got so many museums, right? And they're all inside palaces. So you're like walking this palace.
Museum inside a palace.
Yeah, you're just like, I'm just checking out the art in this palace. Blah, blah, blah,
and what about outside of Vienna, though? What do you do?
Well, outside of Vienna, we'll talk about Salzburg really quickly. It's the birthplace of Mozart. Sound of Music was filmed there.
As a movie buff, I'm just running through Vienna with the hills are alive.
Like, literally go to Salzburg just to reenact scenes of Sound of Music. When I was there, Sound of Music signs everywhere. And once you're in Salzburg, you're literally steps from the Austrian Alps, right? People love skiing, right? And people don't realize that there's way fewer crowds than, say, Switzerland and France, right? And deep within the Alps, there's this little town called Hofgarten, right?
Hofgarten.
Yeah, stunning scenery, small village feel to it. So during the day, what you do is you ski the peaks, right? And at night, you just enjoy the village vibe. And a lot of people are also thinking, it's like, this sounds like a lot of planning. But, it's actually really easy. There's tours. Contiki offers a guided experience, takes care of all the logistics for you, right? And you even get to stay in their own Austrian guest house. So, there's so many things to do there, right?
And ways to do it on the cheap if you want to.
Yeah. So that's the nice thing about Austria. Once you fly in there, you take the train, you have the option to join a tour. It's really up to you of what you want to see and do, right? There's so much diversity.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
He's convinced me. I'm going to Austria.
Perfect. We're done. We're doing a road trip to Austria. That little part through the Atlantic might be difficult.
Nice.
Tam, what do you got for us?